The rental house at the end of Willow Lane. I never believed in haunted houses. Not really. Even now, years later, I still don't know what happened inside that house. Maybe it was paranormal. Maybe it was all in my head. Or maybe it was something far worse. What I do know is this. I ran from that house in the middle of the night, and I never went back. This happened in October of 2019. I had just accepted a new job in a small town about 3 hours from where I grew up. Money was tight. I wasn't looking for anything special, just somewhere to sleep, somewhere temporary. That's when I found it. A small rental house at the very end of a dead-end street called Willow Lane. The rent was unbelievably cheap. So cheap that it should have been a warning. But I ignored it. The house looked normal. One bedroom, tiny kitchen, small living room, a fenced backyard. Nothing unusual, nothing threatening. At least, not at first. The landlord was an elderly man named Richard. When he handed me the keys, something about him seemed nervous, like he wanted to tell me something. Finally, he spoke. "There's just one thing." I laughed. "What's that?" He stared at the house for a long moment. Then he said, "If somebody knocks on the back door after midnight, don't answer it." I smiled, assuming it was some kind of joke. But Richard wasn't smiling. Not even a little. The first night passed quietly. The second night, I woke up at exactly 3:13 a.m. I wasn't startled awake. There was no nightmare, no loud noise. I simply opened my eyes and instantly felt cold. Then I heard it. 3 slow knocks. Knock, 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 coming from the back door. The sound wasn't aggressive. It wasn't frantic. It sounded almost polite, as if someone was patiently waiting to be invited inside. Night after night, the same thing happened. 3:13 a.m. Every single time. 3 knocks. Always 3. Always from the back door. After a week, curiosity finally got the better of me. One night I stayed awake, watching the clock. 3:12. 3:13. The instant the numbers changed. Knock, knock, knock. I nearly jumped out of my chair. Someone, or something, had knocked. I grabbed a flashlight and looked outside. The backyard was empty. Completely empty. But then I noticed something. Footprints. Human footprints. Leading from the back gate, toward the house. I followed them with my light. And my stomach dropped. Because the footprints ended halfway across the yard. There were no footprints leading away. Only footprints leading toward the house. The next day, I mentioned the knocking to my neighbor Margaret. The moment I did, her smile disappeared. "You hear it too?" The way she said it sent a chill down my spine. Then she leaned closer and whispered, "Whatever you do, don't open the door." A few weeks later, things got worse. Much worse. At first it was only knocking. Then one night, a woman's voice appeared. Faint, weak, somewhere outside. "Hello?" I froze. "Can you help me?" The voice sounded lost, terrified, like someone desperately needed help. Then I heard crying, soft sobbing, the kind of crying that makes your instincts scream at you to help. My hand reached for the doorknob. Then I remembered Richard's warning. Don't answer it. Instead, I looked through the peephole. At first I saw only darkness. Then I realized I couldn't see the yard. Something was standing directly outside the door, far too close. I leaned in and saw an eye, just one eye, staring back at me, unblinking, motionless, watching. The skin around it was pale gray, like something dead. The moment I stepped back, the crying stopped, the voice stopped, everything stopped. And somehow, the silence felt even worse. 3 days later, I decided to move out. I packed everything. I planned to leave in the morning. But that night, at exactly 3:13 a.m., the knocking returned. Only this time it wasn't knocking. It was pounding. Bang, bang, bang. The entire house shook. Then I heard the woman's voice again. But she wasn't outside anymore. She was inside the house. Somewhere in the hallway. Very softly, she whispered, "Please let me out." My blood ran cold. The voice moved closer. Please. Closer. And closer. Until it was standing directly outside my bedroom door. Then I heard the doorknob turn. Slowly. Deliberately. And a whisper came through the darkness. "I've been here for so long." That was enough. I grabbed my keys, my phone, my wallet, and ran. I didn't look behind me. I didn't stop. I just ran. A week later, my neighbor Margaret called. A new tenant had already moved in. On his second night, police were called to the house. They found him sitting on the front lawn, in shock, unable to stop repeating the same sentence. According to the police report, he woke up at 3:13 a.m. after hearing 3 knocks. But this time, the knocks weren't coming from outside. They were coming from inside his bedroom closet. And just before he fled the house, he heard a woman's voice whisper, "Thank you for opening the door." The end.